Write down the next three topics are method of joints, method of sections, and tension coefficient method. And one important point to every student is already you know that now the paper pattern of J into is total questions are 8 questions. Any 5 of any 5 out of 8. Same pattern will be continued to this semester also. From the first unit, in these three topics, at least two questions will be giving in the external point of view. It means 10 marks plus 10 marks, which is equal to 20 marks. So all the students will getting 20 marks from the first unit. If the question paper pattern is total 8 questions, which is you have to attempt 5 point of view. So all the students listen carefully. I think already you know that method of joints and method of sections in engineering mechanics. Already you know that. See, in
Sir,
the
one question
three
carries 15
topics,
marks, sir.
joints, sections, and tension coefficient method, in these three topics, we need to find out the forces. 15, no? Okay. 15 plus 15 marks. It means 30 marks.
We will be getting 30 marks
So
from
if the
unit
question
1
paper
only.
pattern, unit 1 only. If the question paper pattern is 8 questions, not a part A, part B. If suppose part A and part B, then you will get 12 to 13 marks from the first unit. 12 to 13 marks from the first unit. If part A and part B. Suppose now in this situation he is giving only 8 questions. So in that 8 questions from the first unit it is 2 questions. So you have to thoroughly for the first unit. So in these three topics, joints, sections, and tension coefficient method, all the three topics, we need to find the forces of members. Forces of members. Suppose this is one of the examples. So in this truss, basically this is called as a truss. In this truss, we need to find the all the forces in members. Suppose one member, second member, third member, fourth member, fifth, sixth, seven. So totally we have to find the seven member forces. Have to find the seven member forces by given truss. So already we know that which type of forces we need to calculate here. One is tension force, second one is compression force. In the first year, first semester or else second semester, I don't know. Already you have studied find the forces in all members. Here forces means one is the tension force, second one is the compression force. So in this given truss, which member is a tension and which member is a compression. So at the end of these problems, we need to find the tension forces as well as compression forces. Okay, everything is fine. So what is the first step in trust? That is the first step is the find the support reactions. All of you note down, find the support reactions. It means, so basically this is the one example. In this example, here one is the hinge support, one is the roller support. So if you observe this truss, only two supports are there. This is the first support and this is the second support. Remaining part there is no supports. remaining part there is no support. So we need to calculate the support reactions of left side as well as right side. If you observe the left side support, it is a hinged support. So two force acting here, two reaction there, two reaction supports. Vertical, if you observe it is A, if it is B. So VA and HA. And if you see the right side support, that is roller support. So only one support reactions is there, that is VB. VA and VB and HA. So these three are the support reactions. And how to find these support reactions? That is by using of equilibrium equation. Already you know that what are the equilibrium equations are there? That is sigma h is equal to 0, sigma v is equal to 0, and moment at take any point. If you want to take A point, or else if you want to take B point, that is up to you. So sigma moment at point A is equal to 0, or else sigma moment at point B is equal to 0. So these three are the equilibrium equations. By using of equilibrium equations, we can find the support reaction. So after applying the equilibrium equations, then we will get VA value, we will get VB value, we will get HA value. So why? Because these all are support reactions. These all are VA, VB, HA. These three are the support reactions. So by using of equilibrium equations, uh, we will get VA, VB, and HA. Okay, completed. After completion of support reactions, next we need to find the member forces. We need to find the member forces. Just now we discussed about in this stress totally we are having 7 members. Totally we are having 7 members. The next step is member forces. So how to find the member forces by given trust? So first of all, take any joint in this given trust. Take any joint. So first of all, I will be considering at joint A. First of all, I will be considering at joint A. So in this joint A, next how many members are acting here? So first check here, one member, and here second member. Imagine this is the C. So from joint A, here D. Totally 2 members are acting, A to D, A to C. A to D, A to C. So if we are taking joint A, then we'll get 2 unknown forces here. 2 unknown forces here. That is force AD, force AC. We don't know whether the force AD will be in tension or else compression. Whether the force is in tension or else compression. We don't know previously. But after completion of problem, we will get whether it is a tension, whether it is a compression. After completion of joint A, next to take remaining any joint. Suppose after completion of joint A, I will be taking at joint B. At joint B. If you take joint B, how many members are acting here? That is BE and BD. BE and BD. So if I take joint B, again I will calculate 2 unknown forces. 2 unknown forces. So like that, we need to calculate the different types of members by using a joint equilibrium equations. Here also, while calculating AD force, while calculating AC, Same, we need to apply equilibrium equations. Equilibrium equation. See, without applying equilibrium equations, we can't do anything. Without equilibrium equations, we can't do anything in this type of problems. Okay, it's very simple. The first point is find the support reaction, and the second point is find the member forces by using of joint equilibrium equations. And while doing the calculation part, first you need to understand positive direction and negative direction. All of you write down, this is the very important. That is, all clockwise direction take positive, all anti-clockwise direction take negative, and all upward forces take positive, all downward forces take negative. Next, right side force take positive, left side force take negative. So this is the very important before doing this type of problem. So all of you note down. Without imagination, we can't do this type of problem. First of all, here imagination is important. I will give one question. In that question, how many forces are acting clockwise directions? How many forces are acting anti-clockwise directions? And one more question: how many forces are going upward and how many forces are going downward? And one more question: how many forces are acting throughout right side direction and how many forces are acting towards left side direction? So this is the important points. Without these imagined directions, we can't do this type of problems. All of you completed this one?
Yes, sir.
182 Hemant completed. 182 Hemant, are you there? Kalyan 157.
Yeah, sir, completed.
Yeah, yes, nice. So after imagination, next one more important point, that is finding the angles. Finding the angles. And here totally three directions are there. In this type of problems, totally three directions. One is horizontal direction, second one is vertical direction, third one is inclined. Or else we can say it as horizontal member, vertical member, inclined member. So to finding horizontal member and vertical member, here angle is not required. To finding horizontal member and vertical member, angle is not required. Suppose whether it is a inclined member. One example, so this is your problem. So in this problem, this is your horizontal member, this is your vertical member, and one more is there z direction, that is inclined member. That is your inclined member. So whenever we are calculating the inclined members, definitely the angle required. Without angle, we can't do anything. for finding the inclined members. All of you note this point. To finding the inclined member, angle is must and should required. Without angle, we can't find the inclined member forces. But without angle, we can find the horizontal forces and vertical forces. No problem. And how to solve this inclined members? How to solve this inclined members? That is by already you know that already you have studied in your first unit. First year. That is by resolving the forces. I think already you know that how to resolve the forces. So suppose one example. mm, Suppose this is joint A, and here horizontal force is there, and here some angle, maybe take it is a 30 degree, and this is the inclined member. So how to resolve the forces? How to resolve the forces? That is, see, all of you observe this point. Your angle is there. See, your angle is here. That is 30 degree. So the corresponding angle maybe come here. Remaining is the vertical. Remaining is the vertical. So here 30 degree. Here 30 degree. So like that we have to resolve the forces. And one more example, left side. So this is your next example. This is inclined member. This is horizontal member. And suppose your angle may be here. Assume it as a 30 degree. So your angle is here. Due to that corresponding angle, this is your 30 degree, and this is your vertical force, and this is the horizontal. So like that, we have to resolve the forces. Once we enter into the problems, then automatically you need to understand clear and clarity. No problem. So like that, we have to calculate this type of problems. And one more important point. First of all, you should know what is the sine theta and what is the cos theta here. These two are the very important, because while resolving the forces, what is the sine theta and what is the cos theta? So already you know that in mathematical point of view, sine theta is opposite by hypotenuse, and cos theta is adjacent by hypotenuse. All of you note down these two important points. Sin theta is equal to opposite by hypotenuse. Cos theta is equal to adjacent by hypotenuse. So while doing the resolving forces, then sin theta and cos theta must and should. And when we are applying sin theta, when we are applying cos theta, and when we are going to applying tan theta. So that is comes under in the problematic point of view. But before that, all of you note down these two important points. LE 137 Kartikeya completed. (137) Kartikeya completed or not? Once unmute yourself. Kiriti 146.
Yes, sir.
Is it completed? Sin theta, cos theta?
No, sir. I'll write down.
Say yes. Yes, sir. Say yes or no.
No, sir, I'm writing now.
Write faster because we don't have much time. We have only 1 hour time. For each and every class, we have only 1 hour time. So write fast. All of you write fast. We need to complete one example problem. Then only you can understand. L Swati 150. Swati, once unmute yourself. Is it completed or not? Just say yes or no. Swati, are you there? 131 Nataraj.
Yes, sir.
Is it completed?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can I erase this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All of you write down one example problem. One example problem. Here one load is acting. Imagine it is a P. One meter, 1 meter. So in your exam point of view, how he will be giving the question? That is, find the all forces in member. Find the all the forces in member. So this is the example problem of method of joints. Example problem on method of joints. Your problem is find forces in the member. And also continue the question. Find zero forces in the member.
What, sir?
Here totally two questions. The first question is find forces in the member. That is first one. In that second continuation, find the zero forces in the member. So this is your question. A small example question. This is not a real question. This is only for your reference purpose. Your reference purpose, a small example. So in this question, first of all, write down the solution. First to find how many joints are available here. How many joints are available? That is, A is joint,
Five. Five
B is
joint. No, sir.
C. Where is 5? Totally 4 only. A, B, C, D.
And what about BD, sir?
BD is a member, not a joint.
Okay.
joints are 4 only. And now coming to the members, A to B, one member, B to C, second member, C to D, third, D to A, fourth, now B to D, that is fifth. Totally 5 members. All of you know them clearly. AB, BC, CD, DA, BD. So here the first question is find forces in the members. Only how many members are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need to calculate the 5 member forces. These 5 members, whether it is a tension or else whether it is a compression, we don't know. So we need to calculate all 5 member forces. And second question, find the zero forces in the member. Can anyone tell me in these 5 members what is the zero forces here? In this diagram, what are the zero forces are acting here? Can anyone tell me the answer and why?
AD.
BC and CD.
BC and CD. Don't say from B to C. Okay? You can say from C to D and C to D. So these two are the zero forces.
Sir,
Why?
Sir,
What
I
is
don't
the
know
reason?
how, sir.
Yeah, already your friend told na it is a CB and CD are the zero forces. But
Yes.
wait for some time. Once I'll ask to your friend whether if he give correct answer, no problem. Or else I'll tell the exact answer.
Okay.
Just just now one person said CB and CD are the zero forces. Yeah, it is correct. CB is equal to CD is equal to 0. Yeah, it is correct. But why?
There is no force on joint C.
Tell me.
There is no force on joint C.
Yes. Yeah. One point is there is no force. First point is no force on the joint C. And the second one is no supports are acting on the joint C. No force or else no load. No force or else no load on the joint C. And no supports are acting on joint C. And one more
Sir,
point.
why not BC and BA, sir?
BC, see here, B is acting one load, and from B to A also acting one load, and at point A here there is a one support reaction. Due to that one, this is not a zero forces, and you can take at joint B and you can take joint C. Once observe joint B and joint C. Here at joint C, we can say it as a non-collinear forces. What is the meaning of non-collinear? If you take joint B, it is a collinear forces. What is the difference between non-collinear and collinear forces? See, if you take at joint C, that is a non-collinear forces. If you take joint B, or else if you take joint D also here collinear forces. What is the difference between collinear and non-collinear? First, you need to understand these points. After that, we can move further steps. Okay. See, first of all, collinear means if we can take any joint, that joint having at least three members, then it is called as a collinear forces. Example, if you take joint to B, this is joint to B, na? So right here, from joint to B to joint to C, one member is acting. Write down here. From joint to B to joint to A, one more member is acting. From joint to B to joint to D, one more member is acting. Totally three members acting at joint to B. So that is called as a collinear forces. When your joint is a collinear, then your member is not equal to 0. We have to find the member forces here. Suppose if you take joint to C, this is joint to C. From joint C to joint to B, one member is acting. Write down here. From joint C to D, here one member is acting, and there is no more another member. Only two members are acting, and one more point. No external force is acting here. So it is a non-collinear. Suppose at the joint to C, only two members, no problem. But if any external load is acting, imagine it is a W. If any external load is acting, then it is also a collinear. Once observe this diagram and this diagram. Both are equal, but here only extra point is I will be applying only external load here, then it is a collinear. And here there is no external load as well as no external supports, so it is collinear. Obviously member CB is 0, member CD is 0. And one more example, same, this is C. Suppose any support is acting here at joint C, any support is acting, then it will consider as a collinear. See how the different variations of diagram here. Totally 4 different variations of diagrams are available here. So once you can understand these 4 different types, then we can move further steps. First diagram, it is a collinear. Second diagram, non-collinear. Third diagram, collinear with external load acting. Fourth diagram, collinear with support is acting. So this is the variations of 4 diagrams, and non-collinear and collinear. Now first write down zero forces are here force is indicated F. FCB is equal to FCD is equal to 0. Zero forces are FCB equal to FC is equal to 0. Next, just now we discussed about when we are calculating a method of joints, or else when we are calculating sections tension coefficient method, our first step is to be calculate or else find the support reactions. Find the support reactions. This is your basic diagram. In given problem, this is your diagram. A, B, C, D. And here 1 meter and 1 meter. This is your given problem. Find the support reaction. The first point is support reaction. See here, at point A, one support is acting. At point D, one more support is acting. At point A, it is hinged support. So, two forces acting. Two forces acting. And it is a roller support. Only one reaction is there. Only one reaction. Here we can write it as a VA because it is vertical force at point A. Next, vertical force at point D, or else we can call it as a vertical reaction at A, vertical reaction at D. And this is horizontal direction, so we can write it as a horizontal at A. Horizontal at A. This is indicated as a zero force. This is indicated as a zero force. So first of all, find the support reaction. Already we discussed about how to find the support reactions. That is by using of equilibrium equations. By using of equilibrium equations. So what are the equilibrium equations are there? Sigma H is equal to 0, sigma V is equal to 0, sigma moment at take any point is equal to 0. So here we are calculating member forces. So the first point is sigma force. Force
Sigma
is
summation,
indicated
sir. Summation, no.
as, see, sigma means summation. Summation means sigma. But yeah, it's a silly question. Summation means sigma only. Summation is indicated as this symbol. This symbol is called as a sigma. Sigma means total.
Okay.
First, sigma horizontal forces is equal to 0. So horizontal means here we are calculating forces. Forces is indicated as a F. At horizontal means x direction. Sigma Fx is equal to 0. So first of all, in this figure, how many horizontal forces are acting? Tell me the answer. Observe this diagram clearly and how many horizontal forces are acting in this diagram. That is only one horizontal force, that is HA. Except HA, is there any horizontal forces in this diagram? No, only HA. So HA. So
HB,
sigma,
HB,
where is HB?
B, sir.
Where is HB? Only HA is horizontal force.
Why
Is
not
equal to
HB, sir?
0. There is no external supports are there.
Okay, okay.
See, suppose I am giving example. Suppose if there is any support is acting here, then obviously there is a one more horizontal force and one more vertical force. Okay, but we don't have in this problem any external support at point B. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, nice. So only one horizontal force is acting, that is HA equal to 0. Next, sum of vertical force is equal to 0. Next point is sum of vertical force. That is, here we are calculating force, so indicated as force, and vertical means it's a y direction is equal to 0. Okay, sigma f y is equal to 0. Once you can observe in this diagram how many vertical forces are acting here. How many vertical forces are acting here?
3.
3. What are they? What are 3 forces? That is, see, you can observe symbols clearly. Huh? See, VA vertically, VD vertical, and here one load is acting downward. That is also vertical force. That is also one vertical force. And before starting this problem, I already informed you, that is, upward forces take positive, downward forces take negative, right side forces take positive, left side forces take negative, clockwise positive, anti-clockwise negative. See, first, in the summation of f of x is equal to 0, see, horizontal force direction is right side. Once you observe here, right side positive. So HA is positive equal to 0. Next to Fy, that is vertical forces. VA is one vertical force. It is going upward direction. So upward direction is positive. VA. Next, one more vertical force, VD. This VD also upward direction. Upward direction is positive. So take plus VD, and here one more load is acting. That is one type of force. This is downward direction. Once you observe in this problem, this is downward direction. And here downward direction take negative. Negative P is equal to 0. VA plus VD is equal to P. Then it is equation number 1. Two equilibrium equations are completed. Sigma H completed, sigma V completed. By using of sigma V, till now V and VD are unknown here. So we need to calculate VA value as well as VD value by using of sigma moment. Third point is sigma moment. Take any point which is convenient to you. So in my point of view, A is convenient for me. Sigma moment A is equal to 0. Sigma moment A is equal to 0. It means how many forces passing through at point A, all is 0. All is 0. That is, here HA is passing through point A, VA also passing through point A. Here one more force, load P. P is also passing through point A. So these all are 0. And except these 3, any forces is acting here? Yes, one more force is acting. That is VD. One more force is VD. So you can take from A as a reference point, and see VD direction from D to A, that is anti-clockwise direction. See symbol, this is anti-clockwise direction. take negative VD minus VD, and this is the force, and the perpendicular distance is 1 meter. From D to A, perpendicular distance is 1 meter, is equal to 0. What is the moment formula? Moment formula: force into perpendicular distance. Here force is VD, that is acting anti-clockwise direction. So take negative minus VD, and the perpendicular distance from D to A is 1 meter into 1. Simple. VD is equal to 0. Simple. VD is equal to 0. And this VD substitute in this equation 1. VD substitute in equation 1. Then it is VA plus 0 is equal to P. VA is equal to P. VA is equal to. So now write clear support reactions, that is, therefore HA is equal to 0, VA is equal to P, VD is equal to 0. So these are the support reactions. These are the support reactions. Is it it? $132, Pawan.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
I am so much confused, sir.
See, is it completed?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's completed,
nice.
but I am confused, sir.
Uh,
I am confused,
in which
sir.
point? Which point you are
Like,
confusing?
sir, like in this minus VD into 1 equal to 0, how it came, and this is anti-clockwise. You told
Yeah.
VA is anti-clockwise,
See,
but
yeah. Wait, I will give clarity. Basically, this is your diagram, right?
yes, sir.
So here, one load is acting, one support reaction, that is VD. Here,
Okay, sir.
1 meter is there. A,
Yes,
B, C, D.
hmm.
So here, what we have taken sigma moment at point A. It means take A as a reference point. Take A as a reference point.
Point.
Okay. And what are the forces passing through at A? That all are 0. Basically, this is your diagram. Here, one vertical force is acting, horizontal force is acting, load also is acting. It means VA, HA. Here,
Yeah, after
HA
this much
is
I am
equal
clear.
to 0. Okay, is it clear? Now, except to vertical forces.
HA equal to 0, sir.
This,
HA, VA, and P.
yeah, these all are 0 only, except to VD. Once you observe VD, it is, see, while you are calculating moment, check whether it is going clockwise direction or else whether it is going anti-clockwise direction. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now A as a reference point. Now from D to A is required. Movement from D to A, because here VD is unknown. VD is unknown. taking A as a reference point, so from D to A movement is required. The direction of VD, it is going to upward direction, kada?
Yeah,
It
it's
is
going
going to
upward.
upward. From where to where? D to A. D to A. It means, so like that your movement is, see the symbol, this is, the symbol is clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Anti,
Your
anti,
symbol like
anti.
this one. Anti-clockwise. So minus VD. And your movement, what is your movement formula? Force
F
into
into D.
perpendicular distance. Here, force is VD. VD. Anti-clockwise. So take minus VD into your perpendicular distance is 1 meter here from D to A. D to A distance is 1 meter.
Hmm.
So like that we have to solve this type of problem. And one more example for you. One more example. Same example. Here D. Now take moment at D is equal to 0. Are you listening?
Yes,
Are you listening? Say yes or
yes,
no.
yes, sir.
See, now your moment, the reference point is D. The reference point is D.
D.
Okay? It means now your force is at A. A. It means A to D. See your symbol. Is it which direction? This is clockwise or
Clock, clock,
anti-clockwise?
clockwise.
Yeah, clockwise means it's a here VA. Here VA. VA into the perpendicular distance is same from A to D 1 meter is equal to 0. Then VA equal to 0. So now what is the conclusion here? If you take at A or else if you take at D, both will be a 0 0. VA is 0, VD is 0. So like that we have to do this type of problems. Now after completion of joint, after completion of support reactions, what is our second step? Take next to calculate member forces by using of joint equilibrium equations. Here our unknown forces only 3 because remaining 2 forces are 0. So next remaining are next equations. It means take any one joint as a reference point, and based on that joint we need to calculate what are the forces are acting through that point, through that joint. Here I am going to take joint A. Here I am going to take joint A. This is your diagram. At joint A, totally 2 members are acting from A to D, from A to B. Here B is there. A to D, A to B. That is force. One vertical force So this is your first joint A. So at joint A, totally two forces are acting. That is from A to D. So that is force AD. Next it is B point. That is force at AB. And obviously your horizontal force is equal to 0. Actually no need to write the horizontal forces. So this is your joint A. Same. Here also apply equilibrium equations. Sigma Fx is equal to 0. Sigma Fy is equal to 0. Sigma moment is equal to 0. If moment is required, we can apply sigma moment is 0. Otherwise, this is not required except and Fx Fy is common for all. So first to find the two forces in this joint A. So first I am applying horizontal forces is equal to 0. The first equilibrium equations are horizontal forces. Observe in this diagram how many horizontal forces are acting here. That is two horizontal forces. One is HA, second one is FAD. HA, our direction, this direction is positive, left side direction is negative. Don't forget about the directions. Negative. Don't forget about these directions. See your first horizontal direction towards right side. So I am taking is a positive. Next one more horizontal direction FAD. This is also a right side. So I am taking FAD is equal to 0. And already we know that HA is equal to 0 plus FAD is equal to 0. Then finally FAD is equal to 0. So we have calculated one forces, that is FAD is equal to 0. All of you write down. After completion of sigma Fx, next is sigma Fy is equal to 0. It means all vertical forces. Once observe in this diagram how many vertical forces are acting here. That is two vertical forces. Two vertical. One is VA is vertical force. Next FAB is another vertical force. And check that directions. Check that directions. Two forces are upward direction. See here, upward direction means take positive. First VA positive plus one more force FAB is equal to 0. Already we know that VA value. Just to substitute VA value in this equation plus FAB. FAB is equal to minus P. FAB is equal to minus P. All of you write down. One 38 Sunil completed.
Yes, sir.
138 Sunil.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. 142 Sandhya. 142 Sandhya. Once unmute yourself. Is it completed or not? 128 Ganesh.
Completed, sir.
Yes. Now, Ganesh, totally how many forces are completed till now? Ganesh, totally how many forces are completed till now? That is, 4 forces are completed. C to B obviously 0, C to D is 0. Already 2 forces completed. Next, by using of joint equilibrium equation, FAD, FAB, FAD, FAB. It means totally 4 forces are completed from C to B, C to D, A to D or D to A. Next A to B or B to A. Totally 4 completed except BD. That is fifth force. 4 forces are completed till now. The next fifth force is BD. BD. Now take joint B as a reference. From B to A, one member is acting. B to C, one more member is acting. B to D, another member is acting. So totally 3 members acting at joint B. Take joint B. From B to C, one member is acting. Next to downward, B to A or else A to B, both are equal. Next, one inclined member is also acting. That is FBD. Here FBC or else FCB, whatever it may be, is equal to 0. And one load also acting here at joint B. So this is our joint B and the members BC, BD, BA. See here, BC member or else CB member is horizontal, BA or else AB is vertical member, and from B to D, this is inclined member. This is your inclined member. I already told you, if your member is horizontal and vertical, angle is not required. If your member is inclined, angle is required. It means find the angle here, because we are calculating B to D. B to D is a inclined member, so without angle we can't find the force BD member. Why? Because in your inclined member, resolve the forces. How to resolve the forces? After resolving, again you will get horizontal member as well as vertical member. Before that, find the angle here. How to find the angle here and which one we need to apply here? Sine, cos, tan. First, you need to check the dimension of given truss. dimension of given truss. See, your dimension of given truss is here 1 meter, here 1 meter. It means base is 1 meter, height is 1 meter. So if base and height both are equal, then simple apply tan inverse of 1 meter by 1 meter. What is the value of tan inverse 1 by 1? That is equal to 45 degree. It means your angle is here 45 degree. Your angle is 45 degree. Next, how to resolve the forces? Previously, I have given one simple example. So here also, see here, your angle is here. So just draw one line and make a 45 degree here. It means this is your vertical forces. After resolving, your vertical force is downwards. Why? Because due to this angle, similar angle. Next, here one horizontal means your inclined member BD. After resolving, your horizontal is FBD, your vertical is FBD. FBD horizontal, FBD vertical. Now apply equilibrium equation. Sigma F x is equal to 0. It means horizontal forces is equal to 0. Once observe how many horizontal forces are acting in this joint B. Totally 2 horizontal forces are acting, that is FBC and FBD. FBC and FBD, and directions are right side. Directions are right side. So take positive FBC, that is positive, plus FBD, and here we are having one angle that is 45 degree. So apply sine and cos. When we are going to apply sine, when we are going to apply cos, that is, see here, first of all we are calculating FBD member horizontal. It means once you check in your horizontal point of view, is there any angle? No. So if your angle is not there, then we can apply sine here. 45 degree is equal to 0. Now already we know that FBC value is already 0. 0 plus FBD, and what is the sine 45 degree here? Once open your calculator, then enter sine 45, then your value is 1 by root 2 is equal to 0. So then FBD is equal to 0. So your fifth member is FBD. FBD is 0. So now total 5 forces are completed. And is there any pending? No. Here we have applied only sigma fx, and sigma fy is there. Whether it is required or not. Generally it is not required, because already total 5 forces are completed. Sigma fy is not required basically, but once we'll do sigma fy also. Why? Because In the sigma Fi also will get FBD is equal 0, then our problem is correct. Otherwise, it is wrong. See, once we'll calculate all vertical forces are is 0. See, in this problem, totally how many vertical forces are acting? That is, load P is acting, that is vertical force. Next, from B to A, B to A is also vertical, and after resolving from B to D also vertical. Totally three vertical forces are acting, and check the directions. Check the directions. When it is going upward, it is positive. Downward direction, take negative. See, your load is acting downward, so take negative. Next, from B to A, this is also a downward direction. From B to D, this is also a downward direction. So all take negative only. First, P, that is minus P minus from B to A, FBA minus FBA. Next, here after resolving forces, apply sine or cos. See, your angle is here 45 degree. So wherever your angle is there, apply cos theta. Wherever your angle is there, just apply cos theta. So your angle is there. So we are calculating FBD. FBD towards downward direction. So minus FBD minus FBD cos theta. Theta is here 45 degree. 45 degree. And minus P. And what is the value of FBA? Already we have calculated FBA or else FAB. Both are same. FBA is equal to FAB. Both are same. Already we have calculated this force. That we got minus P. That we got minus P and minus FBD into cos 45. That is 1 by root 2 is equal to 0. Actually, the sigma Fi is checking minus P minus minus plus P minus FBD into 1 by root 2 is equal to 0. Minus P plus P is cancel. Then minus FBD 1 by root 2 is equal to 0. Then obviously FBD is equal to 0. So our checking here FBD is 0. Here FBD is equal to 0. So our solution is correct. Our solution is correct. So this is one of the small example problem. Just a small example. This is only example only. Next class we'll see real problems. How to calculate, how to resolve the forces, how to apply cos theta, how to apply sin theta, when we are going to apply tan theta, and how to apply equilibrium equations, and how to calculate support reactions, how to calculate joint equilibrium equations, how to find the member forces. So the total problem we'll see in the next class. Today class, this is only a small example. (140) Shravani completed. Shivateja 155. Completed or not?
Yes, sir.
Meghana
Completed, sir.
156.
Yes, sir, completed.
Okay. Wait for 2 minutes. I'll take your attendance and I'll close the class now. Ah, ah. అయిపోయింది అటెండెన్స్ తీసుకొని వచ్చేసి attendance please.